Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back to Lakeland High School. Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller for Game 2 here tonight. The Westview boys battling the Lakeland boys in the first round of the 2020 Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, featuring nightly specials and a delicious buffet. Also by Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. By Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also by Dale's Dependable Handyman. Dale is the right man for the job. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. By Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Their passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also by Lake City Bank with over 50 branches in northern and central Indiana. And by Topeka Clinic, introducing Yana Schenkel, certified nurse midwife, and she's now accepting appointments. And our halftime show and gold sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, just south of US 20 on County Road 75 North. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Dan and Dawn Byler, Jim and Liz Stump, and Oscar and Sophia Hostetler. So it's the Laker boys at 4-6 coming into tonight's game. They have compiled a 2-3 record in the conference, and as I mentioned before, the ladies game, of course, the conference records don't count in these tournament games. The overall records are the only records that are affected. Westview, on the other hand, coming off a victory against Hamilton last week, are 7-2, and they are 4-1 in the conference, and they're also ranked 11th in 2A in the AP poll. So welcome in, Jamie.
Good to be here.
Good to have you back.
It's good to be back. I'm glad you let me back. You had some celebrity guests on
yes,
while
we
I was
did.
Gone, so that was a massive upgrade.
Oh my! Yeah, I mean, I think
back to the rum-dum normal again.
I will say it was fun working with Troy the other night. He always surprises me with a few things. So
yeah, well, we were blessed to get away for a few days in an extremely tropical area, which I would just. It's beautiful. So that's all I can say. But it's good to be back. You can't be on vacation forever. And basketball is what gets you through winter up here in Indiana. So here we are at the start of potentially a 4-game week. Right. That's always it's one of those weeks that some years you look forward to and some years you don't. We've won this thing quite a few times lately. I didn't look at the exact stats before I came here. But, you know, if you lose this game, I think do they still play the consolation game?
Yeah, they do.
I think they do. That's one of the least well-attended games of the year if you have to play in a consolation game somewhere.
And we don't even broadcast those. So
we don't broadcast them. So
we better not lose.
Well, that and the thing is, if you lose early in the week, and then even if you have the consolation game, you don't have another game until the end of the following week.
Right.
So the last thing a coach and a player really wants in the middle of a season is a 8 or 9 day layoff, which is nothing but practice. And you'd rather win and keep playing. So that's what we're going to try to do tonight. You know, when you play Lakeland, we played them 17 days ago, beat them by 20 points, 64-44. Now, Lakeland has a couple of players back that weren't at that game, and just natural human emotions of things.
Right.
They looked bouncy and fired up in warm-ups, and maybe that's a simplified way of looking at things, but I'm sure Lakeland feels good about their chances tonight. They probably looked at film. When you play each other, you don't really know how you match up till you play, and I'm sure they've looked at the film and made adjustments and how they're going to defend us and how they're going to run their offense, and we'll see if it works tonight. I'm sure we'll make a few adjustments. I think there were some surprises for us in that game as well, and so that combined with the new players, I would say Lakeland has a little bit of an edge in that sense going into the game tonight.
Right. 20-point victory, like you said, for Westview at Westview back on December 28th. what are Jamie Miller's keys to the game tonight?
Well, I think it starts on offense for us. I think one thing we found over the years against Lakeland is, the shots are there if you push it. And so I think key number one is run the floor and push the ball in transition. I would expect to see some junk defenses tonight. So let's beat them down the floor and score before they can set up. Number two, more of a philosophy than anything, but let's look inside before shooting a long shot. You can get caught up in shooting three-pointers, especially if you make a few early in the game, you fall in love with it. So let's look inside first. And number three, defensively, speed up Lakeland shooters. They have several capable shooters and one really good shooter in Bontrager. But if you can make, especially Bontrager, don't let him catch and shoot. And he'll do it from 25 feet or even further. So make him put the ball on the floor, and the other guys make him rush it a little bit. And that decreases anybody's average. So dig hard on the post and get out on the shooters and block out.
Bracy Shepard scored 14 points for Lakeland in the previous game in December, and Braden Bontrager led the Lakers with 20 points. And Shepard, some of his shots were from outside. So those two guys are the guys on offense. Ben Kyle chipped in 7 in that first game against Westview.
And I think Shepard might have been a little bit of a surprise,
yes,
at least for our team.
Pretty sure.
At least for the players anyhow, hitting a few. I think he hit a couple of threes. So he's their second best scorer. A player that was not here in the first game, Mason Douglas, a 6'1 junior. He's probably their third best all-around scorer. And I had the opportunity actually to coach him in 8th grade. He was it 9th grade as well? I can't remember. But he was over there for a while, and he's very athletic.
Okay.
And likes to play basketball, and he can score. So you need to stay in front of him. He's kind of shifty, and so that's something we'll have to keep an eye on too to see. I'm not sure if he's starting or not. Kind of looks like he is, because I don't see him standing up over there.
Yeah, I didn't get the starting lineups for the boys. I have the starters on my score sheet from last game, but if Douglas is back, yeah, chances are he's going to start. We'll see what transpires here. In the girls' game, they introduced all the entire roster for both teams. So before they get to the starting lineups, we can talk a little bit more about tonight's ball game. Of course, the winner will play at their home court, either Westview or Lakeland. They'll host Fairfield on Wednesday, which of course is tomorrow night. So no, like Jamie, like you said, there's potentially four games this week.
Right, and Lakeland has another incentive to win tonight. Is if they win, they play on their home court tomorrow again with a chance to win against either Fairfield or Hamilton, and then another home game against, if they would win that, against either Prairie Heights or Fremont. So home games all the way to the championship.
Yep.
So you can't ask for a better draw than that unless the championship's here as well.
Well, it's been a while since we've had a really good draw like this, to where we're playing a couple of games at least at home. So if we can keep winning. Charlie Yoder will be first out for Westview, number 5, and of course he broke Gary Yoder's all-time scoring record for Westview in his last game against Hamilton. Now he's chasing the county record. Blake Egley, 21, number 21. He'll be playing a guard, of course, and Ben Burkett also in the starting lineup, and Drew Litweiler rounds out the starting lineup for the Westview Warriors. Charlie, you missed his record-breaking performance the other night as he passed Gary Yoder, but he is just 37 points shy of the county record owned by Jacob Hiller.
Who owns that?
Jacob Hiller for the county record.
Okay.
County record, yep.
What year was that?
That was just a few years back. Jacob Hiller from Prairie Heights.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
So, well, I was not here. I did. It's amazing what technology can do. Watching the games from an island in the middle of the Caribbean.
That is something.
So that was a nice thing to see. So,
and hopefully we have our technical problems worked out now, and we can continue this year with very many flaws.
Yeah.
It is available on YouTube or the IHSAA network.
Yeah, if you're having a problem on one, chances are the other one's pretty good.
Yep.
let us know if there is a problem. So, yeah, Mason is starting. Mason Douglas, number 4. He's got a really good first step. He's quick, and he shoots it probably 2 or 3 feet past the 3-point line.
So was he injured at the beginning of the year? Is that what the...
No, I think he was. He wasn't injured. He just, I don't know why he wasn't at the game.
Okay.
If it was a family trip or what it was, but.
So Braden Bontrager, as we mentioned, jumping center there with Charlie. He led his team in scoring against us the first time. Westview controls the tip. Charlie Yoder with the basketball. He'll give it to Blake Egley. Egley to Luke Yoder. Now to Charlie. Back out front, it'll come to Blake. The girls losers earlier tonight, 63-54 to the Lady Lakers. Good drive by Drew down the baseline. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Yeah, good hard drive by Drew that time. He saw the defender, help defender, had turned his head just briefly. So we got Yoder starting, number 32. What's his first name? For Lakeland.
Yeah, it's Braden Yoder.
Yeah, he started out on Charlie tonight. And see what he can do.
With the basketball, Shepard, the little guy, has it ripped out of his hands by Charlie Yoder with those long arms again. Charlie drives it into the lane, feeds Drew Litweiler again.
Yeah, good to see Drew get off to a good start tonight.
He had some good ball games. He had 12 against Angola, of course, in that game in December. That's his high point game, but he's been very aggressive going to the basket, which is good to see. With the ball out front, Shepard now he'll feed it to Braden Yoder. Long 3 by Douglas. It's top of the backcourt, and it's grabbed on the rebound by Drew Litweiler. Up court, it'll come to Blake. Bounce pass down low to Lyndon Miller.
Well, we heard you talking the other night about Charlie and his assist.
Yeah, he's way up there in that too.
Yeah, and he had one of those early in the game. That's something you don't really think about with him.
Right.
You know, he's
rebounds and scoring is what I always think
he's always
about.
been kind of a stat sheet stuffer, you know, a lot of different categories. And
right. Shot underneath by Douglas is good on the feed.
Yeah, we fell asleep there in our transition defense. We don't want to give him anything to get him started.
Pass inside to Luke Miller. He'll get it out to Lyndon. Now down low to Charlie on the baseline. He'll drive, put it up, and can't get it to go. Braden Bontrager with a rebound. Quickly up court to Douglas. He'll take it, spin, put it up. Good block by Drew Litweiler. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Lakeland, but good defense.
That's one of his signature moves, is that spin. He likes driving right and spinning back left.
Well, he's a right-handed shooter, right?
Yes.
That would fake you out because you're thinking he's going to go to the right side, but then switches and goes left. Braden Bontrager way out on the right wing, gives it up front now to Mason Douglas.
Good defense that time by Luke.
Driving is Shepard, blocked away and rejected by Charlie Yoder. That's another place where he really
he's got to be up there in blocks.
yeah, block shots, assists and block shots. He's going to finish maybe second. Trying to think who owns that record, but it's way up there. Shepard with the shot off the back of the iron, no good. The rebound, Drew Litweiler, and he's fouled.
You can see on their first 2-3 attempts, Douglas and that time Yoder, they're a little rushed on their threes, and that's what we want. Their percentage is going to go down if they have to shoot them quicker than they want to.
4-2, Westview, a chance to extend their lead.
Yeah, last 2 possessions, we've had some decent shots. Charlie missed a layup, and that time Luke made a great move on Bontrager and just didn't convert.
Egley gets it to Yoder. Out front, over come to Lyndon Miller, now to Luke. Right side of Egley. Egley hits Yoder coming across the lane, now gives off to Lyndon Miller, or Luke Miller rather. His shot's no good. Battle for the rebound. Charlie pulls it out, puts it up, can't get it to go, and the rebound, Braden Bontrager. He'll get it up court to Braden Yoder. He takes it into the paint, then goes right side with it to Colton Isaacs, who's just come in. Now Mason Douglas. We'll go right side to Braden Yoder. Back out front now to Shepard.
It looks like our defense on the three-point shooters is just to the three-point line on almost all the shooters, and then outside of it on Bontrager.
Like another rushed three by Lakeland. Good feed inside from Charlie.
Yeah, great pass once again. Charlie's taking advantage of all the attention that's being focused on him right now and hitting the open man.
Yeah, he's good at distributing the ball tonight so far. Mason Douglas gets it to Shepard. Shepard drives it and he's pushed. It's going to be a foul on Lyndon Miller. That'll be Linden's first.
Well, we've done a nice job defensively early in this game. You don't want to give a team that's on their home court and looking for revenge an early, easy start. And with the exception of that layup on the fast break or the transition, we've done a nice job.
Brady Yoder now in, coming off his top performance for his varsity career. Point-wise, shot inside's no good. Back come the Warriors. Drew Litweiler rather, into the lane, pulls it back out. Mason Yoder had come in too at that. Charlie between the circles. We'll go left side to Luke Miller, now to Brady in the corner, and he hits. Picking up right where he left off in the last game.
Yeah, I thought we might see that. Sometimes a game like Hamilton where you see the ball go through the hoop, really, he's never had a problem getting the shot off. It just,
right. Yeah, he scored 12 against Hamilton the other night. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. 9-2 Westview. Well, was that a 30?
Yeah,
it's a 30.
It's a 30.
So we'll keep it right here.
Yeah, that's, you know, one thing this team is really searching for is that maybe that third score, and to have Brady come out there and become that, if that can become consistent, that would be a huge help. So.
Yeah, they were laying off of him in the Hamilton game, and he took advantage of it. We'll see what transpires tonight, or if Lakeland will make an adjustment to that. Braden Bontrager will inbound as we come out of the timeout. He'll get it into Braden Yoder. And Yoder brings it across the timeline. Looking right side. Coming in for Lakeland, Ben Kyle. Also Colton Taylor. Colton Taylor drives it and gives off right side to Bracy Shepard. Shepard loses it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Mason. So inbounding the basketball will be Braden Yoder underneath the Laker hoop off to the right, and he gets it into Braden Bontrager. Bontrager out front now to go to Kyle, then they'll swing it all the way around to the left side to Braden Yoder. He'll pull it out to Shepard. Shepard with Mason Yoder on him now. Can't get the shot off. Drives it into the lane. He'll force it up and miss his shot. Litweiler goes up for the rebound, pulls it down, and he's fouled again.
Yeah, whoever's guarding Shepard tonight so far is doing a nice job of making him shoot over him. Don't go for his fakes. He's really shifty, does a nice job faking, but they're making him take tough shots. That Luke goes out of the ball game now. That's who we used to stick on him way back in junior high. We'd put him on Bontrager because he did the best job on him. So
yeah.
It's kind of neat to see him pull it off at this level too.
Luke's done well since he came back. I guess you saw him against Lakeland. Brady inside to Lyndon. Lyndon grabs it, gives it to Charlie. 1:57 to go in the first quarter. Long three, no good by Charlie, but the rebound's pulled down by Lyndon. He'll give it to Mason. Mason out front to Brady. They'll swing it around to Drew Litweiler. Drew bounce passes it down on the baseline to Charlie. He's double teamed. They get it to Drew. Takes it to the free throw line, hands it off to Brady, and he's called for traveling.
Good patience that time. Brady's eyes got big there. I think he saw a lot of possibilities and got his feet moving before they should have.
Got in a hurry. 7-point lead for Westview. Lakeland inbounding. With the ball, Braden Yoder. He'll give off left side. It'll go to Taylor. Then it's knocked away. Charlie has a breakaway, but what do we have? A foul's going to be called on Charlie for an elbow.
Wow. I thought he called it on 5 white.
Well,
yeah, they did.
They did. Okay. Yeah, Charlie thought it was on him too, I think. He put his hands on top of his head like they called it on him. But yeah, it was. It was on Kyle.
That was a really strange call.
Litweiler right side on the wing, gives it out front to Mason Yoder. Now to Charlie Yoder. His shot from 3 won't go, and Braden Bontrager pulls down the rebound again. To Braden Yoder. He drives. Puts it up on a circus shot, misses, and Mason Yoder pulls down the rebound, and you got a double foul?
No, I think he caught it on 11.
Okay, 3.
Yeah, Mason got it, and Shepard hacked down on him.
I thought he went like that, like it was an intentional foul, but I guess just a hack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some referees have different signals than we're used to.
I'm used to that being an intentional foul. 9-2, Westview, a chance to lengthen their lead. Charlie aggressively toward the basket, can't get that one to go. Bontrager again with a rebound. Yoder with the drive, and he puts it in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Shepard's really hard to take a charge on. He's so shifty, he can move his body at the last minute and avoid it. And so he got a little piece of him.
He's only 5'9", but he's quick. Braden Bontrager comes out.
You know, if you remember the last game we played on this floor, it was kind of like this too. We beat Prairie Heights for the NECC championship.
That's right.
But it wasn't really pretty.
As I recall, that was pretty ugly. Shot is good by Shepard. So he completes the 3-point play and brings Lakeland back within 4 now at 9-5. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lyndon Miller out front. They give it to Brady. Brady goes left side to Drew Litweiler. Back to Lyndon. We'll hand it off to Brady as the Warriors are going for the last shot here. Down to 15 seconds now to go in the quarter. Mason Yoder to Drew Litweiler. Drew now will set it up with 10 seconds to go. He'll drive it left. Not much movement. Now we'll give it to Brady, 2 seconds. Shot by Mason inside, off the back of the rim, no good, and the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter of play here in the NECC tournament for the boys. First round, it's Westview 9 and Lakeland 5 after the first 8 minutes. Back with the second quarter right after this.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Lakeland will inbound to begin the second quarter, trailing 9-5 to Westview.
Yeah, good timeout in that quarter by the Lakeland coach. We were up 9-2, doing well, and we haven't scored since then.
That's right.
Can't count how many layups we missed that quarter.
Oh my goodness, they just weren't going in.
That just drives you nuts as a coach. But
I think you were right. That's the kind of thing that was happening to us last year against Prairie Heights.
Something about this floor, I guess.
Maybe so. Shepard drove and then gives it to Aldrich, and Aldrich is called for traveling. Carson Aldrich, 6-foot junior, into the ball game.
I'm not sure. I don't know. That was a low whistle. Barely heard it. Not sure if he was confident about that or not.
Linden gets it to Drew. Ben Burkett's checked in. Drew, it's his 6th point of the night. All coming from the 2-point area. Mason Douglas with it for Lakeland. He'll go to Bontrager. Long three is good. Hit a few of those against us over at Westview.
Yeah, we'll give him those. He'll hit a couple each game, but we don't want to get him, don't give him easy stuff. Don't foul him.
Litweiler to Mason Yoder. Mason gets it back out front. They'll swing it around to Charlie Yoder. Charlie with a long three, and he answers.
And Charlie was due to hit one of those. I'm not sure what the last one he hit, but it's been taking it inside a lot lately.
Ball down low. Braden Bontrager puts it up. He can't get it to go, but he's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Braden.
You can see the difference there with someone else guarding Bontrager other than Luke. Bontrager feels more confident.
Yeah.
And he's taken to the basket, took a shot.
Bontrager's been held at just 3 points. So is Charlie, for that matter, on our side. Braden misses his free throw. Luke Miller coming back in as Mason will take a seat.
Well, Mason did a nice job in there of staying in front of Shepard and making him. I don't think he's scored yet. Oh, he does have 3.
Second shot by Bontrager does go. He has 4 now. 14-9 Westview. Ben Burkett goes right side to Litweiler. They'll lob it into Charlie on the baseline. He'll take it into the lane. We have a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Lakeland.
One thing Ben has brought since he's come into the game, he moves the ball really nicely. He swings the ball. You want to reverse the ball, get the defense out of position a little bit. And he's done a nice job since he's come in.
Braden Yoder picks up the foul. That'll be his second. Back into the ball game for Lakeland is Colton Taylor, the 5'10 senior. Coming out will be Braden Yoder. Drew Litweiler will be the trigger man for the Warriors. He'll lob it into Charlie in the lane. He'll drive it all the way to the basket, put it up and in. 5 for Charlie. 16-9 now Westview. Braden Yoder back into the ball game. He'll go down low on the baseline to Taylor, and he's in a foul down low.
Good box out that time by Ben. Those are the tough ones when they take a short shot and it's a short rebound. Those are, you better block out in a hurry.
Taylor trying to crash. Got picked up his second foul, and he'll come right back to the bench. Burkett receives the inbound pass from Mason. Now Litweiler will go to Burkett out front. Now to Brady Yoder.
Good reversals out there right now by Westview. If they can continue this, I think we'll get an easy shot.
Charlie, good ball movement. Inside, bank shots in by Luke Miller.
Well, I don't know if that was an easy shot or not.
Looked like he lost the handle and then just pushed it up toward the basket. Got it to go.
I think he was anticipating a bigger opening there, and then when it didn't happen, he was like, well, I got to shoot it.
Yeah, the gap shut down pretty quick there inside the lane. Braden Yoder with it out front. Tries to make the move on Brady. He does. Look like he traveled. Ball slapped away, and back come the Warriors.
Yeah, good help defense by Charlie that time.
Charlie backs up, then gives to Burkett. Back to Charlie. Fakes Douglas. Takes it in, puts it up, scores off the glass.
You can see when Charlie has a different player on him, he knows what he can do with each guy. He knew he could take Douglas to the basket that time and did a nice job of it.
Faking the three was Braden Yoder. He'll get it out top to Isaacs. Now left side to Braden Yoder again. To Douglas. Douglas puts up a three and hits. First points of the night, or rather the first 3 of the night for Mason Douglas.
Well, he's really quickened up his release, and that was a nice shot that time.
30-second timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-1111. 02-04. 20-12 is their score. 4:38 to go in the first half. Westview leads it, and they'll bring it up. Ben Burkett across the timeline, works it to Brady. Now they'll swing it around right side to Luke Miller. Back to Ben, to Brody. Try to hit Luke coming across the lane. Pulled it in strongly, and then he's fouled.
And that's 2 on Shepard.
17 foul on Lakeland, and Westview will go to the line shooting 1-1. Luke Miller, the 5'11 junior. Misses his first. Luke's first game back was on the 28th when we played Lakeland at Westview.
We're doing a nice job tonight on offense moving the ball. I think that's about as consistently good as we've done it yet. Lakeland's not doing a bad job on defense at this point, so we just have to stick with it, and I think we're continue to get easy shots if we do that.
21-12 as Luke hit 1 out of 2 of his free throws. Mason Douglas now left side with Charlie on him. He'll cross-court it to Braden Yoder. Back to Douglas. Douglas takes it down close to the baseline and pulls it back out on a pass to Isaacs. With the ball right side as Braden Yoder gives it to Douglas. Douglas looked like he could have got called for a push-off there.
Well, you can see the scouting report. His first step's always right, so Charlie beat him to it.
Kyle puts it in off the glass on a drive. His first 2 of the night. Ben Kyle. 21-14, 7-point lead for Westview. 3:42 to go in the first half. Once again, good ball movement. Brady drives it in, puts it up and in. Once again, I'll say he plays with an awful lot of confidence for a freshman.
Yeah, you can just see it growing. He's got the skills. It's just sometimes a matter of the first couple successful.
Charlie steals it again. Now Douglas trying to stay with him. He'll put it up and score. 9 now for Charlie.
Mason finding how hard it is to handle the ball with Charlie in front of you.
Shot up too hard, this time by Isaacs. Litweiler comes out of there with it. He'll go right side to Burkett, right back to Litweiler. They'll swing it around to Charlie for a 3, and he hits again.
Wow, that was a big 30 seconds right there to kind of give us some distance.
Charlie really starting to heat it up now.
Well, Lakeland came out and they had pretty good discipline to start the game. Good shot selection. We'll see if they continue that as they get down 14 or more.
Bontrager, a quick 3, and he hits. So those are the 2 that you were talking about. There won't be any more, right?
Well, I can't predict that, but that's a low percentage shot for any player.
Well, especially that one. Well, of course, the other one was way out front, but he had a little bit more time on the long one. Charlie hits the 3 again.
Yeah, Lakeland has somehow forgotten that Charlie shoots threes really well.
I had him for 15, but the scoreboard says 12, and that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Justin Geigley in my headset is reinforcing that. Mason Douglas gets it out front now to Braden Yoder. We'll go right side. Again, Bontrager, fall away 3. This time he doesn't get it to go, and Charlie pulls it down. Fast break, Luke Miller.
Good outlet that time, and we talked about pushing the ball in transition, and that's what we're going to get out of it.
33-17. Westview has opened up a 16-point lead. Bontrager drives it toward the hole, can't get the shot to fall, but he'll go to the free throw line shooting a pair of free throws.
So we have 35 we're supposed to have? 30.
Only attributed a 2 to them. So they should have 2 less and we should have 2 more.
So we should be up 20, 35-15.
Wow, so there is a, yeah, so the scoreboard isn't even right, correct? Yeah, the stream is right. Not here in the gym it isn't. Bontrager hits his first free throw. He'll get 1 more. And he hits.
So they have them on the scoreboard with 20 points if you count the individual points as well.
So what is the score? 35-17. Okay. Luke Miller with it. He'll give it to Charlie. Another three is good. He's just pouring them in left
Well, that's
and right.
his spot, and he's hit, what, 4 in a row now.
16 points now for Charlie. Long three is good by Bontrager again.
Yeah, we were a little slow coming around that screen that time, so you don't want to give him, talked about no catch and shoot without a dribble, and he's had several of those, so we'll have to readjust that at halftime.
Burkett will go for the last shot here. Under 20 seconds to go. Count down to 15 now. Blake Egley to Burkett. Got our ball handlers in there. And Burkett loses it. Grabbed by Douglas. Douglas will drive. He'll put it up and be fouled. He can't get the shot to go, but sneaking up from behind was Mason. Good hustle by Mason. Just couldn't get there in time. And that will send Mason Douglas to the free throw line, shooting a couple of free throws here with 3 seconds to go in the first half. Misses his first, he'll get one more. Weaver Furniture Sales halftime show coming up. And right after this half comes to an end. And the shot's off the back of the iron, so he misses them both. Rebound offensively by Lakeland's Taylor. Can't get it to go, and that'll do it for the first 16 minutes of basketball here at Lakeland High School in the first round of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. Westview in control. 30.
We think it's 38-20.
That's what we think anyway. I think our scoreboard on our broadcast is correct. Oops. So we'll count them up, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes with our Weaver halftime show. Back in 2 minutes.
What makes this place a special? Community. That's just short, sweet, but it's community. We've got parents that are supportive of schools, they're supportive of their kids, they're supportive of the teachers, and that makes this place really special. I'm not sure that 100% of everybody is going to always agree on that's what's best for kids, but you do what you believe is best for kids, and you do that every day. And you don't have to worry about what are the powers to be going to say, or what's going to happen, or are we going to have a population revolt or something. No. And our results bear it out. I mean, we're right there. We're turning out students that are accomplishing all kinds of stuff. You know, we've never had a low expectation for students here. Winning is a goal. Nobody says my goal is to finish last. We have good programs in drama. We have great programs in music. We have great programs in being servants for the community. Test-wise, man, we're right on top. We're right on top. In the area, in the state, we're way up there. Whether they go from here into the workforce, whether they go from here into business, whether they go from here to college and graduate school and med school, don't figure we're done. We're not done. We got to go be the best, and that still doesn't end because you can still be a little better. We're on to what matters more, and that's, where do our kids finish? Where do they finish in life? I don't care about the ball game. Where do they finish in life? And I think we're doing a pretty darn good job.
And we are back at halftime of Lakeland and Westview with Westview leading. We believe the scoreboard is accurate at this point, 36-22. We thought we had 38, but according to our stats, I think we only got 36. So let's take a look at the Weaver Furniture Sales halftime show. Let's take a look at the individual scoring first for Westview. Charlie Yoder got on a roll there in the second quarter, ended up with 4 three-pointers, 3 three-pointers, and finished with 18 in the first half. Lyndon Miller at number 23 added a bucket for 2 points. Drew Litweiler had, I believe, all 6 points in the first quarter, 2 layups and a short jumper for 6 points. Luke Miller, when he's been on Bontrager's done a pretty nice job on him, had 2 field goals and a free throw for 5 points. And Brady Yoder off the bench tonight with a 3-pointer and a nice drive for 2 more points for a total of 5. So to recap that, Charlie with 18, Lyndon with 2, Drew Litweiler with 6, Luke Miller with 5, and Brady Yoder with 5. For Lakeland, they're 22 points. Mason Douglas had a 3-pointer, also had a layup for 2, 5 points. Ben Kyle added 2 as a 6-foot freshman, number 5. Bracy Shepard, number 11, a 5'9" junior, added 3 points. And let's see here. Braden Bontrager rounded out, no, he didn't round out the scoring. He led them in scoring with 13. He had 3 threes, a 2, and a couple of free throws. And Braden Yoder finished their scoring out with 2. Points with 1 field goal for a total of 22 points. So we beat them by 20 in the last game. We're out to a 14-point lead. I think what the coach would like to see maybe is we kind of let Bontrager get away from us there.
Yeah.
A little bit too easy on the shots. And
but he was, those are way outside.
they are,
I mean,
but that's his shot, and it's going to make him tougher. Early in the game, he wasn't even attempting them because he didn't have any space. But I thought we were a little slow getting her on a screen over on the wing over here, and that's going to stand out in the coach's mind because this game's not over. And Lakeland, I'm sure, is probably saying the same thing of how could we let Charlie shoot those threes.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
It's 2 teams with good shooters, and they're just making shots. And, it's a fun game to watch when people are making shots. We'd rather us make a lot more than the other team, and we are right now. So we can't. You're not going to hold another team scoreless, but we're executing really well. We're pushing the ball. I think we're getting nice shots. We really haven't taken any forced shots. Maybe the one that Luke took that banked in from 12 feet, but it went in. So that's where he can run over and tell the coach, yeah, I had that one all the time.
Drew Litweiler got us off to a good start. He had a good first half, and then Charlie was a little bit slow, and we were missing a lot of shots inside, but then that kind of came around in that second quarter, and we started to roll up the score a little bit.
A lot of teams can execute a defensive game plan for a half a quarter or even a quarter, but what happens when things go up and down a little bit and get spread out a little bit, and that's, I think, what happened. And Lakeland just relaxed a little bit, and I don't know if Charlie had any threes against East Noble or Hamilton. I wasn't calculating.
Yeah, he had a few against Hamilton. Yeah, he scored 20 against Hamilton.
Okay.
And I can't remember exactly how many threes he had, but he had a few.
But it's been a while since he's had this many in a game.
Right.
Normally they're contesting that a little more closely.
Yep. Westview has come out of their locker room and is out getting in their warm-ups as we get ready for second half action coming up here in about 3 minutes. We'll be back with more from Lakeland High School in this first round of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. Westview in control 36-22, and by the way, the Lady Warriors were defeated by the Lady Lakers 63-54 in game 1 here tonight. So the Lady Lakers advance to the game tomorrow night right here at Lakeland against Fairfield. Winner of the boys game will play either right here at Lakeland too, or if Westview wins, they'll play at Westview tomorrow night. We'll bring you all the Westview action. And we'll be back with more from Lakeland right after this 60-second timeout.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances, featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Back at Lakeland High School, Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller. And if we look at other games going on tonight, Fairfield's defeated Hamilton 51-27. So Fairfield will meet the winner of tonight's game, either here at Lakeland or over at Westview. Fairfield, with just a 3-7 record, they're struggling a little bit this year.
Yeah, they are. And, I don't know exactly who they have playing and who they don't, but they do have a new coach, a new system, and Randy Deshaun's been successful wherever he's gone. He knows what he's doing, and it may just take a while for.
Well, yeah, I mean, going
team
from they were more, quick getting up the court and so on, and a little bit faster paced basketball, I think. So
they were.
It would take a little while for it to get that program instituted.
It's a deliberate style. It used to be. Especially when you had really good players. They won a state championship at Jimtown way back in 2003, I believe.
Yeah, it was soon after ours, but not the year after, I don't think.
No, it wasn't the year after. But if they got ahead of you and had good ball handling, it was very difficult to come back on.
Right.
So it's probably aiming for that, and they'll get there. Hopefully not to that level. I never want to see Fairfield do that well. And the thought of playing them tomorrow night kind of gets me jumping around a little bit.
That's right.
But we got to put this one away first. So
Westview gets it to begin the second half. Litweiler goes left side to Blake Egley. Looks like we have our original starting lineup in. Luke and Lyndon Miller. Drew drives, has it slapped away. It goes out of bounds. I guess they said it was slapped off of Drew's body. Looked like he got hacked, and he's holding on to his elbow.
Might need shoulder surgery after that
foul.
foul.
Yeah, no kidding. He got hit pretty hard. And now we're going to have an official conference here. I guess they're going to keep it in the hands of Lakeland.
Well, that was interesting.
Wow. You think on a block shot, I guess they thought that the Lakeland player knocked it off his body, but boy, Drew got hit hard. Braden Yoder in the corner, left side, drive to the basket. Wow, he misses a layup. We're lucky there because we kind of had a lapse on defense as Yoder couldn't finish, Braden Yoder.
Yeah, that's a tough closeout for Drew. He helped out on the drive, then tried to close out, and that's a tough change of direction for a bigger guy like that. But he was so open on the layup, he
couldn't get it to go. That's right. And Westview has it. It goes out of bounds. So Charlie has it out front. And we have a whistle and a foul underneath. It's going to go against Lakeland.
Now that one looked like a foul on us more than the previous call.
That's what I thought.
In our way, but we'll take it.
Braden Yoder picks up the foul, his third. He'll come out of the ball game. Looks like Luke inbounds it to Charlie.
I look for maybe Blake here to get a shot off or two. He hasn't scored yet this game, so he might forget about him a little bit.
Looked like he had a little bit of an opening there, but it closed up fast. Charlie has it on the baseline. He's triple teamed, but he still gets it Up and off the glass and in.
Yeah, even a year ago, that's probably a turnover or a block shot in there, but his strength allows him to get in there.
Mason Douglas out front will come to Braden Yoder. Braden loses his footing, but he's fouled. They're going to call it on Lyndon Miller.
I don't know about that foul. That's one of those fouls that's almost, they call it pulling the chair out. When someone's really leaning on you, just back up and let them go.
Mason Yoder checking back in for Westview. Inbounding will be Carson Aldrich, a 6-foot junior. Braden Bontrager with it out front.
Nice job by Luke that time. Both teams seem like they've locked in a little, anew this beginning of this quarter on defense.
Braden Yoder puts it up off the glass strongly and gets it to go. Or Shepard, I should say.
Yeah, we could have got called for a foul that time too. Whether he did or not, it looked like it when you're swiping down like that. You don't usually get away with that.
Egley goes down low on the baseline to Charlie. It's covered up on the baseline, gets it out of trouble now to Luke Miller. We'll go left side to Drew Litweiler. Back to Charlie, top of the circle. He'll force up a three, and it's going to be off the mark. Rebound, Braden Bontrager. Quickly up court it comes to Shepard. Shepard drives, puts it up, has it blocked by Charlie. Up to Mason on a good play as he led him perfectly, and Mason drops it in.
Yeah, that's just Charlie being crafty and knowing what he's capable of there. Shepard did a nice job using his body to try to get into him, but it's just, he's long. That's what, his third block shot tonight?
I believe so. He had a bunch the other night against Hamilton. Oh, it looked like Bontrager traveled. Gets it down the baseline, puts it up off the glass and good. Bontrager now with 15. Litweiler goes left side to Charlie.
Well, we'll get back to our point here. We want to go inside first. Everybody going inside.
And Drew will put up a hook. He's got that down to a science. 8 points now for Drew.
Yep. We've done a nice job of that tonight, going inside first if you don't have anything. And inside to out pass is much easier to shoot off of than a side-to-side pass is because you're already facing the basket.
Now a foul's called this time on Luke Miller. It's just been good to see that confidence grow with Litweiler, Drew Litweiler.
Definitely.
Taylor back in the game for the Lakers.
Lakeland inbounding. Shepard fakes a shot, drives in, puts it up, misses off the glass. Mason skies for the rebound, gives it off to Charlie.
Mason showing off there a little bit his athleticism.
He's got some big hands too. I noticed he was palming the ball in warm-ups. Oh, stripped by Charlie, and he's got a breakaway, and he's just going to lay it in.
Yeah, he knew if he slowed up to dunk it, Mason would have probably hacked him, so.
He had a dunk against Hamilton the other night after he broke the record. Ball tipped away by Litweiler into the hands of Charlie Yoder. Charlie brings it up. He's fouled by Bontrager out front.
Charlie's got such command on ball handling that so many people think they can take it from him, and it's just very few do. For all you little players out there wondering what the best thing you can do to work on, I would say ball handling.
Definitely.
You can go anywhere you want to with the ball. You can't be stopped.
Charlie drives it down the baseline, puts it up and in. Did we decide we have the correct scores for Charlie, 24 points?
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, they don't have it correct.
Okay. And there's a shot, three-pointer from the corner by Shepard, his first three tonight. 46-29 Westview.
And Coach had a nice word to say to Mason on the way back about defense that time. I think he relaxed his hand and let him get the ball above his hand, and that made for an easy shot.
Foul's going to be called on Lakeland. Charlie got the ball inside. They collapsed down in on him, and I believe it's going to be number 12, Colton Taylor. That'll be his third.
You know, Lakeland's had it. They're 4-6 right now. They lost to us, then they lost to Columbia City, but then they've won 2 in a row. And they're fairly difficult to guard. You got to really be locked in, and
they're quick.
Yep, quick. They can shoot.
Inside pass, good fighting in there, and the shot's good by Luke Miller.
Yeah, good strong move that time. And that's what putting Luke and Linden in the game gives us, a little more strength than what we've had. Yeah, Luke. They won. See, they beat Sturgis, which I don't know anything about Sturgis. But then they beat West Noble before this game. So being on a 2-game winning streak had to be that makes our performance, I think, even more impressive so far.
Right.
You know, we're only through 2.5 quarters, but done a nice job.
Luke misses his second shot. He hit his first. And a shot from outside's no good. Battle for the rebounds tipped out to Charlie Yoder. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Mason Yoder to Charlie for 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Braden Bontrager. He's got a ton of rebounds tonight. And we have a foul. It's going to be called on Brady Yoder going up for the rebound at the same time with Braden, and he got caught him with the body.
What'd I do? He swung his elbows at me.
I tell you, when he pulled it down, the elbows were flying.
Well, that's a junior swinging him against a freshman, so give Brady a couple of years. It'll be opposite.
I think Brady will grow some more. He's only a freshman, so. Rusty's what? Is he 6 foot? He's probably over.
I don't think he's quite.
Maybe not quite.
He's probably shrunk a little bit in his old age. He's right up in their stands. I suppose we could go ask, but.
Yeah, he's all of what, 35 maybe at the most? I don't know. Braden cross courts it. We'll get it out front to Douglas now. Douglas will give off to Kyle. Now it's back to Isaacs. Now Shepard drives, gives it to Douglas, almost traveled, brings it to the free throw line, puts it up, can't get it to go. Litweiler skies for the rebound.
You got Charlie to go for a fake that time, but couldn't convert.
Mason gets it to Charlie, just beyond the free throw line, and he hits a 2. 26 now for Charlie. Bontrager with it. Hands it off out there to Isaacs, now Douglas. To Shepard between the circles. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Shepard drives, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Mason Yoder.
Lakeland's kind of stagnated here on offense. They're just kind of running a weave out top, trying to get open for a 3. And
I'm thinking Mason's probably knows these guys pretty well. He grew up over here, right?
Yep,
so.
Absolutely. I'm not sure. See, he'd be a sophomore. I'm not sure who out there is a sophomore, but.
Yeah, let's see. Not very many. They're mostly juniors and seniors. In fact, I don't see one sophomore. There's a freshman. Kyle's a freshman, but no sophomores.
So Mason Douglas knows our junior class really well. And
that's
Mason
right.
Yoder knows at least their sophomore really
class,
well, and probably more.
50-29 Westview. Bontrager with it now for Lakeland as they come off the inbound. Mason Douglas goes to Shepard. Back to Bontrager. Lyndon Miller on him. Fall away 3 is good.
Well, you give him an inch.
Wow.
That shot's going up.
12 from three-point land for Bontrager. Now Charlie will try to answer, can't do it, and Bontrager skies for the rebound.
Yeah, that was one possession there. We didn't go inside out. And with an 18-point lead, no use being in a hurry for a shot.
Bontrager, another 3. This time it doesn't go, and Charlie pulls down the rebound. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Off the baseline, a shot is good by Lyndon Miller. Lyndon with his 4th point tonight. Shepard tries to drive on Burkett. Lakeland swings it over to Douglas, and he travels this time. He has that same move every time.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Got athletic ability, but you got to vary your moves.
Westview with it. Litweiler.
There you see Drew wide open, but
Yeah, we're
Go inside out first.
Going for the shot here. Litweiler puts it up, misses, and it's tipped out of bounds by Charlie. Oh, he might just be content to take the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, we had a good matchup there with 6'4" Litweiler on 5'9" Shepard, but just didn't quite go in.
20-point lead for Westview. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Shepard drives again, can't get it to spin off the glass this time, and he's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for the junior.
Well, right now, that's proven to be our toughest match right there. It's stopping him from driving. He goes right every time, but he's finding a way to sneak in between the double team.
Shot by Shepard is good. 9 now for Shepard, coming off a 14-point performance back in December against the Warriors.
He's a junior?
Yep.
Well, Lakeland should be pretty strong next year. They have him coming back. They have Kyle, who's a freshman, coming back. Douglas, Bontrager.
Yoder, Braden Yoder is a senior.
This should be a good matchup next year.
20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Westview by 18, 52-34. Drew Litweiler way out front, Bontrager on him. Drew unloads it to Charlie with 8. Charlie will drive it in. Give off to Burkett. 3 for Mason. Won't go. Tipped around. Litweiler gets it in the air. It would have counted. Well, maybe not. They were waving it off. Anyway, we played 3 quarters of play. Westview still in control. 18-point lead. 52-34 over Lakeland. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of the the quarterfinals of the NECC tournament for 2020. Westview leads it 52-34. Back in 60 seconds.
Have you ever been unpleasantly surprised by a purchase and wish you had done more investigation before buying? Gold Key Home Inspections is here to help give you peace of mind about one of your largest investments, your home. Our inspectors are trained to expertly evaluate all aspects of your potential home and give you information to use in making an informed decision. Don't gamble on your future. Give Gold Key Home Inspections a call today to set up your appointment.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Just down there. You would think she'd have them straight if we missed one, but
Roger would.
We'll have to
and
look
we're back at Lakeland. Lakeland inbounding to begin the fourth quarter, 52-34 Westview. Mason Douglas with it, gives it off out front. That's Kyle. Now they'll work it to the corner to Shepard. He misses the 3, and Charlie cleans the glass.
Well, fourth quarter, 18-point lead. We don't want to stall, but we want to work the ball and get the shot we want. No use for quick shots or difficult ones.
Burkett holding on the right wing. He'll pull it back out front now to Drew Litweiler. Ball knocked away, regains possession, gives off to Charlie. Left side of Burkett, inside to Charlie. And he's bumped by Douglas. It'll be a foul on Mason Douglas.
His eyes seem to light up whenever Douglas is in the way. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's just, it's one of those things. The kid comes to your school, you get to know him a little bit, then they leave. It's just that little rivalry.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Aspect of it.
Brady Yoder takes the inbound pass from Charlie Yoder, not a Mason Yoder. 3 Yoders in the lineup right now. Mason right side to Burkett. Burkett down low to Litweiler, right back to Burkett. He'll pop a 15-footer, misses, and it's tipped out of there, but Mason commits a foul going up over the back.
Yeah, good to see Ben shoot that. He's a good shooter.
Yeah.
We saw him last year on the JV level. He could do.
We saw it at Northridge.
Yeah, we kind of did, didn't we?
To end the ball game.
Yeah. He just has such a small sample size of what he's done. I don't know how many shots he's had on the year, but it hasn't been very many.
getting a little more playing time lately, it seems like. Of course, last game was against Hamilton, but shots up and good by Douglas. Hamilton, as I mentioned, were beaten by Fairfield tonight, 51-27. They fall to 0-11 on the season. Fairfield improves to 4-7, and that senior winner will play tomorrow night.
Well, whoever puts in their time coaching Hamilton, they have to be commended.
Bless their heart. Yeah, they played pretty aggressively, and they played all 32 minutes they were hustling the whole way to the wire. So you got to give the kids credit, and that comes from their coaching. Brady Yoder puts it up, misses this time. Bontrager pulls it down.
Well, here's what, don't give up easy ones.
There's a shot by Bontrager again, a quick trigger, and he hits. Quick timeout called by Lakeland, 52-39, 6:38 to go in the ball game. Westview leads it. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Westview inbounding. Lakeland will put on some pressure. We break the press fairly easily, but then Burkett gets his pocket picked by Shepard. With the basketball is Yoder, Braden Yoder, looking to pass it, gives it off to Shepard. Shepard goes one-on-one on Burkett, puts it up, can't get it to roll in, and Charlie Yoder pulls it off the rim. They go right side of Brady. Out front to Burkett. Now to Luke Miller.
Well, the next foul on Lakeland, we'll be shooting, two fouls yet before we're in the one-on-one. So let's go inside, let's get layups, let's finish this thing off. We don't need to be in a tight game in the fourth quarter with another game tomorrow and potentially more.
That's true, yeah. Come right back tomorrow night with Fairfield.
Be nice if we could put this away and get some players out of there that play heavy minutes.
Charlie missed the first shot, but then he put it back up in on the rebound, and he's fouled. Basket for Charlie. 16th point on regular field goals tonight for Charlie. 28 on the evening. 54-39 Westview. Shots up. Won't go in on the free throw, but Litweiler waited for it and put it back up and in. So
just a little extra effort that time by Luke. Kept it alive. That's a big play right there.
It was. Drew now at 10. Or was that Luke that made the basket?
No, Luke got the rebound, tipped the rebound, and then Drew Litweiler.
Linden battling for the ball going out of bounds. It'll be Westview basketball on the alternating possession.
That was an awful quick jump ball call right there.
It was, wasn't it? Lobbed into Charlie. He'll take it up. Dish it inside to Litweiler. Fakes again, puts it up, can't get it to go. Knocked out of there, but chased down by Luke Miller. He'll get it to Brady Yoder, now to Charlie. Charlie drives it into the lane, then goes left side to Litweiler. Out front, they'll swing it to Luke, and now to Linden, now to Brady. Down on the baseline to Luke. He'll lob it into Charlie, and Charlie is fouled.
Well, you can see the improvement, I think, in Westview over the last several games. And one of the things we really struggled with early in the season was ball movement. You know, it would get to Charlie and either guys start cutting or there's no openings of whatever. It didn't move very well, but it's doing well better tonight.
Shepard with it. He'll go to Douglas. He'll put up a quick 3 and miss. Rebound, Brady Yoder. Brady is almost tackled there by Colton Isaacs.
They see a 5'7" freshman and they go after him like, I got this, but
that's right.
Brady's pretty crafty.
So Brady will go to the line. Westview still in the regular bonus. 56-39, 5:01 show on the clock here at Lakeland High School.
This could be a long 5 minutes with both teams in the bonus.
That's what I'm thinking.
And we've just missed 2 straight 1-and-1s,
wow.
which makes the coach just grit his teeth
Not
because we ought to be
huh?
up about 21 right now.
Bontrager to Shepard. Reverse layup is no good. Charlie comes out with it. Up court, Luke, he'll put it up. Strong, but won't go.
So 2 missed layup, a layup and 2 missed 1-and-1s.
It's not looking good here in the last couple minutes. Shepard in the corner, and he misses a 3. Charlie is tied up. This time it'll be Lakeland, or no, it'll go to Westview.
No, I think Lakeland gets this one.
That's what I thought. I looked down at the arrow and I saw it pointing.
Yeah, they didn't switch it after the last.
Yep. So it'll be.
We have had questions about that scoring table all night. We're still not convinced the score is correct.
We're not, but we got to go with it because that's official.
We're not official.
Bontrager drives, puts it up, scores.
Well, it's the little things that determine the difference in games, and we missed 2 1-and-1s and a layup, and they make a layup, so now it's 15, could be 23.
Nearing the 4-minute mark to go in this game. Luke drives, puts it up, scores, and he's fouled.
Nice move that time.
Boy, that was a strong move, wasn't it? 9 points now for Luke. Chance to add to that with a free throw.
It's only Mason's second. It seems like about his 6th foul out there tonight, but.
Yeah, he's been in there, but I guess he hasn't committed more than 2. He comes out of the ball game. And Luke can't convert on a 3-point play. Rebounded by Lakeland.
We have not shot well tonight, or this would be an utter blowout from the line.
And a push by Linden.
And that's his 5th.
Yep, he fouls out.
That was an unfortunate foul because the Lakeland player just kind of pivoted wrong and bumped into him. And
right.
Luke is stronger.
Blake Egley comes in for Luke. Or Linden, rather. Linden's the one that fouled out. Shot is up and good by Colton Taylor. His first point tonight. 58-42 now. Just under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Rebound pulled down by Luke. Inside, Charlie puts it up and in.
Well, good to break the skid right there.
30 now for Charlie. Bontrager goes left side to Shepard. Shepard fakes and gives underneath. It'll go to Isaacs. Now Shepard with a bank from 3. Second 3 of the night for him. 60-45. Westview with the big lead.
Lakeland is, what, 8 threes tonight?
Haven't counted, but I know Bontrager has 5.
Well, this will be 2 shots here, so let's see if we can break the free throw streak.
Luke Miller hit 1 free throw tonight. He has 9 points altogether for Westview. Luke spins it out, no good. He'll get one more. Don't forget, if Westview can hold on here, we'll be back tomorrow night over at Westview as Westview will take on the Fairfield Falcons.
Well, we've had a good performance. We don't want everything to go right tonight. We want to save some of that for tomorrow.
That's true.
So we've missed, 5 free throws in a row. Luke clearly broke the streak there.
And he gets up into double digits scoring-wise with 10. Shepard drives it into the lane, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Shepard.
Yep, pushed
for
off
clear
there
out.
on the spin.
Yep. That'll be his third. Charlie Yoder with a basketball. He'll drive around Bontrager, put it up, and have it slapped away. And Bontrager will be called for the foul.
It's only his second, too. Well, I don't know who I think's fouling out there. I keep thinking half of these guys are about to foul out.
Shepard has 3. Braden Yoder has 3. Charlie hits his free throw. So 19 and 12.
Well, give Lakeland credit. They're fighting hard. They're hanging in there. Yeah, they're down 18, but from our perspective, it could be 30.
Oh, yeah.
But they're hanging in there and not letting us clear the bench like we'd like.
Pass inside, stripped away, but right into the hands of Kyle. He puts it up, misses, still loose, picked up by Charlie Yoder, and he's tripped from behind. It's like Charlie might have been hurt there, twisted
yeah, I
something.
think kind of a weird angle there on the foul.
Charlie will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots this time. We're in the double bonus.
And we have him for 31. They only have him for 29 on the scoreboard, but
right. Actually, I have him for 32. So
okay.
I think they missed a 3.
Yeah, that's right. They were off by
threes.
3 at halftime.
Yeah.
You're right.
Charlie can't get that free throw to go. His shooting percentage from the free throw line is not good tonight. We don't know exactly, but I mean, yeah, he's missed quite a few. High Point game this year is against Northridge at 34.
He's got 33, huh?
Yep, so he's right there.
I would say he'll get it.
And he strips it away from Bontrager, and he's going to dunk it.
Well, he's broken his record for the year.
Yes, he is. Charlie with his second dunk in 2 games. Lakeland's Kyle drives, misses a shot, tipped out of bounds by, it's off the hand of Egley, I believe, or Charlie maybe, goes out of bounds.
I think we're probably going to start getting spoiled on the dunks. We want rim rattlers now. We didn't say dunk it. We want you to shake the backboard.
There you go. Turnaround jumper, no good, inside by Kyle, grabbed by Litweiler. Inside 2 minutes now to go in the ball game. Westview spreading it out a little bit here. Luke Miller gets it to Charlie. Brady left wide open on the baseline, doesn't take it, but Blake will, and he hits. First points of the game for Blake Egley. 68-45, and now Lakeland calls timeout. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. Lakeland inbounding to begin, or resume action after the timeout called. New face in the lineup, Blake Sturdivant has come in, number 31 for Lakeland. Westview pretty much has the same people out there, I think. Was Burkett in?
Yeah, Burkett came in instead of Brady.
Charlie with a breakaway, puts it up and in on the steal. .37 now for Charlie. Now they've corrected it up on the board. They have it right. Shot is no good underneath by Lakeland, but there's a foul committed by Westview. Drew Litweiler picks up foul number 1.
Well, there's a few guys kneeling over by the scoring table that were thrilled with that foul.
Yeah, they get in.
It stops the clock.
And one of them is Mr. Drew Miller. Braden Lehman also is, or Brandon Lehman, right?
Yep, Brandon. Caleb comes in.
Caleb Corey. Shot short off the front of the rim by Aldridge, and Blake Egley comes out with it. He'll get it to Drew Miller, and now to Braden Lehman. Brandon Lehman.
There's
So
a lot of
Braden.
Bradens out there tonight,
Yeah.
so I can understand why you'd say that.
No excuses. Drew Miller now with the ball. He drives it and gives off to Blake. 40 seconds to go in the ball game. The Warriors will advance to tomorrow night's second round action over at Westview against Fairfield.
Well, Westview fans out there, if you couldn't make it tonight, you have got to come to the Fairfield Westview game. That's just a tradition, and we need a full house there
Yes,
tomorrow
we do.
night.
Yeah. Shot by Blake, rims out, no good, but he'll get one more.
That rim must be crooked or something down there. Everybody's missing free throws.
And I think Lakeland did too in the first half. Shot by Blake is good. He has 3 now, all coming here in the last few seconds. 25 seconds to go in the ball game now. Lakeland with the ball. Colton Isaacs, he'll give off out front to Aldridge. Carson Aldridge drives it down the lane, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled.
Well, to come over here after beating a team by 20, 17 days later with 2 new players and beat them by 25, I think it's pretty impressive.
It is.
It was a nice win tonight for Westview. I think everybody played well out there. They knew their roles. They executed the game plan. As you look at the keys to the game, did we run the floor and push the ball? Yes. We got a lot of easy shots out there. We looked inside on almost every possession before we took a long shot, and we speeded up their shooters. They did hit some shots, but it wasn't enough to keep them in the game. So
well played.
Good game plan, and we executed it very well.
By the way, the foul is committed by Drew Miller, his first of the game, and now we'll just Blake Egley will run the clock down to 0, and the Warriors advance in the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament as they defeat Lakeland tonight by a score of 71-48. Jamie will be back with scoring right after this 60-second timeout.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
And we are back, and right now they are recognizing Charlie Yoder for becoming the all-time leading county scorer.
Right. He passed Jacob Heller.
1,775. I'm sure Charlie will add that total tomorrow.
He needed 37, and we were debating whether it was 36 or 37 that he had tonight, but it was 37, so he does break the record, the county record.
Well, very good.
So
and to do it on Lakeland's court, I think makes Coach Yoder smile. So let's take a look at the scoring. We were debating on how many he had, but we'll go with 37 since that's what he needed. Tonight he had 4 threes, 11 twos, and 3 three-pointer free throws. If he'd have hit his free throws tonight, he'd have had 45.
Yeah, he would have.
He just struggled from there tonight. Mason Yoder added 2 points. Lyndon Miller had 2 in each half to finish with 4. Drew Litweiler had 6 early, finished with 10. Luke Miller added 10. And Brady Yoder had 5 all in the first half. So we had 3 guys in double figures tonight. And Drew Litweiler was headed there early in the game, but just spread it around. I think our ball movement out there tonight was just.
It was excellent.
It was just picture perfect, I thought, for the most part. So Charlie spreading it around. You know, you think about, how do you guard Westview? Well, let's shut down Charlie. He scores all their points. Well, that's not easy to do when you have a lot of good passers out there, and we do. We can pass from all 5 positions.
No doubt.
And that makes a huge difference in the team and how successful they are. I think this team passes better, really, than the last 2 years we've had. We had more scoring and did other things well, but this team passes the ball really well.
They do, and we did struggle maybe at the beginning of the year, but we've really cleaned that up.
Yeah, definitely can see improvement, as we always do with Coach Yoder and the way he develops teams throughout the year. So for Lakeland, they had a lot of players get in the scoring column. Only 2 of them did any damage. Carson Aldridge, a 6-foot junior, had 2. Mason Douglas added 6. Ben Kyle, a 6-foot freshman, added 2. Bracy Shepard, 5'9" junior, had 13, which is only 1 off of the last game where he had 14. Colton Taylor had 1. Braden Bontrager added 23. He had 5 3-pointers. And Braden Yoder, number 32, whose main task was guarding Charlie tonight, added 2 points. So I would say he did not have a successful night on either end of the floor.
No, I guess not.
But good overall performance. I think these are, we didn't play perfect, and there's room for improvement, but it's a good way to start the tournament week and a chance to get some wins. And we play Fairfield tomorrow night, and that's always a big game, and Fairfield always comes up with some unique defenses against us, so we'll see what they can come with tomorrow.
They have a new coach, so we'll see. Might have something planned different for us.
Come out and support us, and let's get it loud in there.
That's right. We need a full gym tomorrow night over at Westview. So Fairfield defeated Hamilton earlier this evening, 51-27. That was played over at Fairfield. So they will be the opponent, like Jamie said, tomorrow night for the Westview Warriors. If you can't make it out to the game, you can join us right here at LaguanaMedia.com. We'll go on the air probably around 7:15 tomorrow night.
Let's see if they have any other finals from NECC. See, we had Central Noble beat Eastside 57-47. So that's the only other final we have. There's only one we're waiting on, West Noble and Garrett. So I would expect West Noble would take care of that one
West Noble
pretty easily.
3-6 going into tonight's action. Garrett 2-10. So yeah, West Noble would probably, even though they were playing at Garrett, probably would be the favorite in that one.
Yep. So Garrett, the final will be there.
That's right. Yep.
So I don't quite understand that thinking. It seems like you ought to pick maybe one of the 2 teams that get to the final, and fan interest would be a little better. Maybe it's unfair for one team, but you got to learn to win on other people's floor at some point. So, but they don't ask me.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if they ask you, but they don't ask me.
No, they don't
where
ask
to
me
hold
either.
it, so
it's up to them, I guess.
But that's way down the down the future, we got potentially 2 home games coming up if we can keep winning.
That's right. We've got to get by Fairfield tomorrow night. Game 1 here tonight, the Lakeland Lady Lakers defeated the Lady Warriors by a score of 63-54. In Game 2, Westview's boys defeated Lakeland 71-48 was the final score. Westview now moves to 8-2 going into tomorrow night's action over at Westview against Fairfield. Lakeland drops to 4-7. Glad you could join us tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, featuring nightly specials and, of course, a delicious buffet. Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Also by Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. By Topeka Pharmacy, right across the street from Do It Best, Topeka Do It Best. And they are your friendly hometown pharmacy. By Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale's the right man for the job. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. By Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka, their passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also by Lake City Bank with over 50 branches in northern and central Indiana. By Topeka Clinic, introducing Yana Schenkel, certified nurse midwife, now accepting appointments. And our halftime show and gold sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, located south of US 20 on County Road 75 North in Shipshewana. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Dan and Dawn Byler, Jim and Liz Stump, and Oscar and Sophia Hostetler. So for color commentator Jamie Miller, our engineer tonight, Justin Geigley, our camera operator Chris Mast, this is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.